Sponsored by.
In a major effort to protect Tibet's sovereignty from China, US President Joe Biden signed a bill into law, enhancing the support for Tibet and promoting dialogue between China and the Dalai Lama to bring a peaceful resolution to the decades-long dispute. However, China, miffed with the decision, has opposed the Resolve Tibet Act, calling it a destabilizing law. The US President called on the People's Republic of China to resume direct dialogue with the Dalai Lama or his representatives without any preconditions, which would help both in landing a settlement, resolving the differences, and realizing an agreement on Tibet. Releasing a late-night statement, President Biden noted that the act, which was passed by the US Senate in May, would safeguard the human rights of Tibetans and support efforts to preserve their distinct linguistic, cultural, and religious heritage. It was in 1959 when the Dalai Lama escaped from Tibet and sought refuge in India, where he established a government in exile in Dharmshala, Himachal Pradesh. Between 2002 and 2010, his representatives engaged in 9 rounds of dialogue with the Chinese government. However, they yielded no substantial results. Meanwhile, China considers the 89-year-old Tibetan spiritual leader a separatist who is attempting to divide Tibet from the rest of the nation. Besides calling for dialogue between Tibet and China, the US law also aims to counter China's disinformation that it has controlled Tibet since ancient times. China believes that Tibet has been under Chinese rule for over 7 centuries. However, time and again, the Tibetans have refuted Chinese claims, saying that in most of those years, Tibet was self-governed. Meanwhile, China has outrightly opposed the law, with Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Jian stating that anyone or any force who attempts to destabilize Xizang, a Chinese name for Tibet, or surpass China will not succeed. Taking a dig at the US, he noted that Washington must not sign the bill or else Beijing will take resolute measures to defend its sovereignty, security, and development interests. To showcase its unwavering and ironclad support to Tibet, a US delegation led by former US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited India in June to meet with the Tibetan spiritual leader Dalai Lama. From the land of Dharmshala, in a strongly worded statement, USS Pelosi slammed the Chinese government for dominating Tibet, stating that the legacy of the Dalai Lama will live forever and nobody will give Chinese President Xi Jinping any credit. Even though the Dalai Lama meets foreign diplomats and visitors, this delegation is one of the most high-powered delegations from the US in recent years.